Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator Rome, where I just looked it up and the end date is the 18th of February, 727 by the Roman calendar. That is in, 27 plus 5 years, 32 years. So we're actually super close to the end of Imperator. This game is shorter than I thought it was. I was under the impression that it was a couple hundred years longer than this, but regardless, we've made some good progress, and we still have a few years to go. I don't know if we're going to be able to get any more large land grabs other than taking over Axum, but that's definitely something I want to do before we go into Crusader Kings, which we are going to do, by the way. This is a mega campaign, and so this game is going to be, I would say, imported into Crusader Kings 2, but there isn't an import tool, as far as I know. I'll need to look it up after we're done with this, but before I started the series, I looked it up, and there was not, at that time, an importer to Crusader Kings 2. So the plan is, assuming that that's still the case, I will manually import this as best I can with the console commands, and that's going to take a long time. That'll be fun. Oh boy. So, Kush, are you still guaranteed by Egypt? Yes, you are. Okay, so the plan is that I'm not going to be importing the rest of the world, because Crusader Kings jumps ahead like 700 years, right? So we're not going to be importing the rest of the world. The rest of the world is going to go on without us. We will be frozen in time for 700 years. And there's just nothing we can do. We can't grow, we can't shrink, we can't be declared on in that time. We are what we are. And then we will appear in the world of Crusader Kings as close as what we are now, as close to what we are now as I can make in Crusader Kings. That said, I need to decide how exactly I want to handle the armies, because armies are dramatically different in Crusader Kings. Like, incredibly different in Crusader Kings from how they're handled in this game and in Europa. So that's something that we need to consider. We've still got 27 years before the end, but honestly, I'm probably going to finish the game this session, aren't I? This is the beginning of my recording session. 27 years to go. Yeah. So we didn't necessarily get quite as much done as I had hoped. We secured a source of iron and managed to use that to expand pretty dramatically, but I would like to have continued expanding a little further. Unfortunately, that's not an option. And we also have to decide exactly how the kingdom is going to be set up. Arabia Felix lacks a governor. There we go. Arabia Felix has kind of been its own thing, right? Maybe this should be a vassal under us? Or maybe we should just go with de jure duchies, and we have dukes in every de jure duchy that we don't personally control? So, like, where the High King is located is where we would personally control at the beginning of the game. And so we would control, say, this province here would become a duchy. Something along those lines. Freeman? Sure. Come on in. When is our truce up with Axum, anyway? It would be in... We would need to look at our nation here. Our diplomacy. Let's see here. Truce is up at 701, 5 May. So we've still got a few years on that. We can afford a new invention, and our techs I'm also going to be importing. I'll have to figure out a way to do that, and I think what I'm going to say for now is I'm not going to really go too much into detail on that, and then I'll make a video after this of the importing process. Like, I'm not going to show the whole thing. That would be insane. But I'll make a rules video for how I'm importing it, maybe. Import value, citizen output. Let's go for citizen output, because I want to have our advances as high up as possible, because that is going to be a thing. We're going to have a civil war soon. The governor of Arabia Felix is disloyal. This guy, we just put him in. Interesting. I'm going to bribe him, because I do not want to be having a civil war going into Crusader Kings. That would be awkward. Support my heir, please. Support my heir, please. And support my heir Actually, you can't. Fair enough. We're also going to be importing as many of our resources as we can, so we're going to have roughly the same amount of money. The amount of income is probably going to be dramatically different, though. So that's going to be interesting. We do not have very much time at all left. 31 years. Maybe we get a chance to fight Kush. I mean, Egypt would join. And only Judea would join Egypt. How strong is Judea? They're a long ways away. They have 150 cohorts, 5,000 manpower. I don't think this is quite the time to declare. Egypt is still in that civil war against Phrygia. We still have more troops being built, so that's a thing. Monthly ruler popularity gain. I'm less interested in that now that I know how close we are to the end of the game. We'll take slave output. That'll give us money. Excellent. And we're going to keep trying to get our inventions. So we're not really behind time on tech, right? So yeah, we're about on time with all of our techs. We should be in level 12 currently. So does that mean that it caps out at 15? Maybe. We do need Blessing of Oratol. I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Excellent. Still guaranteed by Egypt. I'm kind of waiting for Judea to get into another war. I think that's our go button. Because I'm not really scared of Egypt. Not really super scared of Kush either. Well, they have a lot of manpower. We have more. Let's go ahead and start... Actually, I think we fight Axum first. We're going to need armies up over here to fight Egypt. Although we've got decent fort levels here. Fort level of 5, and let's get another fort level of 5 in preparation for that. I do think we fight Egypt. Let's see, we are currently at the supply limit here. I'm going to move a few slaves in. There we go, our religious advances just advanced. We can get ourselves a military tradition here, and so we shall. We can get an invention here, Omen Power, yup. That'll get us money for more inventions. And our supply limit here is now 33, which is a weight of 33. Perfect. So we'll have enough weight. Maybe. We may have to move in one more pop. I'm going to go ahead and do that. There we go. Okay, we got a daughter. That's not very relevant. So the real question is, how long can Judea go without being at war? I don't know. We'll find out, though. I really want to fight Axum, but we're still 3 years away from that. Egypt loses 40 opinion of us. So essentially, a bunch of Egyptians moved into our territory, and we're now enslaving them. And we don't have an option. Okay, that's, you know, classy. Sounds good. Egypt's name just changed. Oh, probably because they're in that Phrygian civil war, right? Yeah, that's probably it. Their manpower is super low. Oh, Judea's at war with Phrygia, Seleucid Empire, and Armenia. Is that our go button? I feel like that's our go button. Let's start moving troops at any rate. Supply limit of 40. Supply limit of 38. That should be fine. We need to keep these two here. Or do we? I'm going to move one army up here. I'm going to move this army over here. I'm going to move the Hadramut army to Katabia, and the Katabian army is going to move to Yeha. Okay, we are heavily in motion. We've got ourselves a go button. We just need to wait a little bit longer to be in position, and then we should be good to go. So, national manpower. National manpower. Excellent. And these guys are not supporting my air, but that's fine. Okay. We should very soon be ready to declare this war. The real question is, are they going to have open borders with a loot? Egypt may come down here, but that's part of the point of having troops in Axum. This is a separate war. Okay, that's really awkward. Egypt is in a separate war with Phrygia and participating in the Phrygian Civil War. Interesting. Okay, let's have you get back to drilling. Let's have you get back to drilling. Until such a time as everybody's ready. You can get back to drilling basically permanently. You can start drilling. And you can get back to drilling. And you can start drilling as well. Okay. I think we're basically ready. So Egypt would currently join here. Our war goal should probably be to take a loot. We can do an invention. And I'm going to grab regulated moneylenders for right now. Okay. And I think we go ahead and declare this. This is going to get spicy, but we're towards the end of the game. So I think we do this. Egypt will become the enemy war leader. Judea will probably join, but that's okay. So, first step here. We need to send an army down and take this territory. So I'm going to send this army. This army here can start pushing up this way, although this isn't a fort. I was seeing our fort here and thinking it was in their territory. So our fort is going to cap here. These three will be capped by a fort. This one will be capped by a fort. So we need to go to Galim and Mallow over here. Excellent. And then up over here, we probably want to attack, right? So we can attack like this. We'll see if Egypt respawns. If they do, we will fall back behind our fort line. And then the Hadramut army is in position to reinforce either direction. Now, Egypt is substantially weak, not in terms of number of cohorts, although, I mean, we've got 200 cohorts. We have more cohorts than they do, and our manpower is massively stronger. For Judea, our manpower is massively stronger, and we have more cohorts than they do, too, and they're a really long ways away from us. For Kush, they have a comparable amount of manpower. Well, we have more, but their number of cohorts is much, much lower. So, I think this is a doable war. Let's go. We've kind of got ourselves a plan here. So you can come up over that way. Perfect. And we're grabbing ourselves some territory. I want you to come back and defend against this army. I don't want an army back here to even exist. Alut is not, of course, joining this. I'm going to send this army to push up that direction. We're marching in over here. So this is fine. These guys are not going to have the ability to get out of there. Now, why is this saying it's unclear? Their army has higher morale than ours. Okay. But we should just crush them. Yeah, like, not even close. I'm going to go down to speed 3, actually. And we are going to need to cap this back. They're recruiting up quite heavily. So that'll dig into their manpower very, very fast. And we're just going to keep pushing up that way. And until such a time as we start having massive manpower issues, I'm going to keep being aggressive here. Like, I want to make as much of a land grab as possible going into Crusader Kings, because if our vassals can push our claims for us, well, that's such a good position to be in. Well, they're retreating up over this way. That's interesting. Okay. Martial advances have advanced. That's good for us. That's very good for us, in fact. 100% over there. Well, we're not quite done. Now we're done. Okay. Let's go ahead and go there. Try to get some territory cut off. Kill these archers if they recruit. Otherwise, just stop them from recruiting. We're almost done with the siege. At which point, we can leave this territory behind. Because there's not going to be too much. And we're done. Okay. So let's just push down over this way. And I'm going to send this force up over here. Because this is the much more dangerous side. We do not need two armies over here. So far, so good. Are they going to walk straight into us? Hang on. I want to know where they're going. Okay. They are not. We're going to keep pushing up over here. Phrygia is civil warring their way through here. Interesting. Stop them from doing that as much as you can. Actually, I want to grab this and this. Those are the most important things. They're already marching 17 June. 29 June. So they're going to actually cut us off here. That's unfortunate. Phrygia being a bunch of jerks. As you know, they do. We can also get ourselves an invention, and I'm going to go ahead and grab monthly ruler popularity gain, I think. Excellent. And what's going on with Phrygia up here? Yeah, as expected, they're being jerks. Okay. Make your way over here. Make your way up here. We need to try to cut off Phrygia as much as possible. Over here, we need to grab this territory. These guys are making their way up. So we want to go kind of like that. Continue grabbing more land. Excellent. So I think we're going to be able to stop Phrygia here. To some degree. I mean, are they going to make border gore over here? I'm going to be salty if they make border gore. That's a big army. We're going to reinforce over here. But that is enormous. Like, we're still going to lose this. Like, we're not actually going to get there in time. Let's just retreat. Can we retreat yet? 2 more days. 1, 2. Retreat. Okay. That is a huge army. Absolutely enormous. So they managed to group up their army. There's no doubt about that. Gonna hire these guys as well. Now, they're black flagged. I think. Right? Yeah, they're black flagged. That's good. I wanted them to be black flagged. That is ideal. So we're going to move them back. We're just going to fall back and hope that we buy enough time for this army to move up. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. We did expect there to be some of this going on. So, let's go ahead and come on over this way. Yeah, Phrygia is just going to be jerks over here. Actually, maybe we should just let them and fall back over here so that we're not wasting manpower on this. Like, I think Phrygia's got that under control. I don't really care about that territory. Like, it's not like we're going to take it anyway. Where was this? Did Did our mercenaries stop there? I thought I retreated them fast enough. Oh well. They're going to have a hard time pushing through this. I mean, this is level 4 forts. Okay, so this guy's shipwrecked. That's a lot of money for 5 loyalty. No, there's more pressing concerns. Okay, this guy then, we can bribe him with our personal money, not with the government's money. I'm going to bring these guys back, and instead of stopping at Rakat, we are going to continue moving back because I don't want to get stack wiped. Come on. Keep on going. Are they going to catch us? 12 December. We are out on 22 December. They are absolutely going to catch us. Man, I was trying to avoid that. What can we do about this? We can bring this army over. We can kill this army, which I definitely want to do. And yeah, we should definitely withdraw these armies. And I guess we just hope that we don't get stack wiped over here. Okay, we're locked in now. Okay, we should be able to retreat at this time, and that is exactly what we're doing. So I want you to come on back. These guys are unfortunately locked into this position, but we can just walk away. And they're going to take so much attrition over in this direction. And I'm actually quasi-okay with what's happening over here. This army needs a new general. So we'll go ahead and do that. Stoicism. None of these are amazingly useful. Army maintenance cost is amazingly useful, though. So we will take that. 100%. How are these guys doing on manpower? Their manpower has plummeted compared to ours. We are doing much better on manpower. So that's excellent. These guys are drilling. Okay. I'm fine with this. We'll see if we can bait them in. And I'm going to go ahead and drill these guys for right now. And we'll let them waste a bunch of time on our forts. And a bunch of manpower. This is fine. This is exactly what the plan always was, in fact. So we'll just stack wipe this army, and then we'll be able to bring this army up as relief. And they're just killing their manpower right now, honestly. Like, look at this. They're down to 63k already. They've lost almost 200,000 manpower. Really? They managed to get out of there? They are moving much faster than we are. Are they just camels? They're just camels. That's exciting. We're going to need to keep chasing them then. And it is actually... Oh, a gift from the gods. Excellent. Let's go ahead and grab fort defense. That's going to be handy right now. Okay, well, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to see if we can finish off this particular war. I know it looks like it's not going well right now, but it's going better than it looks, actually. Oh, hello. That's a little awkward. But you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.